So in last class, we discussed about for CLR parsing. It's correct. So what about CLR parsing? So CLR parsing is the one type of parsing in LR parsing. So what is LR parsing? LR parsing is L will be indicate for left or right, right will be indicate for or rightmost derivation. Okay. So in LR parsing, we are having for three things. One is three types. One is SLR parsing, second one CLR parsing, third one LALR parsing. Okay. So in CLR parsing mean it is simple LR parsing. So how to do for simple LR parsing? We can construct the parsing table. So first you have to create for the augmented grammar for the given instruction. Okay. So augmented grammar for the given instruction. So after creating augmented grammar, you have to create for the closure function and go to function. So we are having for some set of rule for the closure function and go to function. So based on the rule, you have to create for the to function for the given grammar. So based on the closure function, go to function for the given augmented grammar, you have to construct for the canonical collection of LR of 0 items. Okay. So LR of 0 item, SLR parsing table mean you have to do the same problem for SLR parsing table construction. So LR of 1, CLR mean you have to do for the CLR parsing table construction. Okay. So in LR of 0 item. So based on the LR of 0 item, you have to do the states can be moved from the dot symbol can be the dot operator can be moved from the first starting of the grammar to the end of the grammar. So once the grammar is ended, you have to do for the parsing table construction. Okay. So this LR parsing table construction, SLR parsing table construction. Already one problem will be executed. We will do for the later. We will do for the again one more problem in the class. Okay. So that is the main thing. So after constructing SLR parsing table construction, you have to do for the follow function. Why we are doing for the follow function? The grammar will be ended for the different end of production. So we have to do for the follow function for the given grammar. So in that follow function in SLR parsing table construction, that is LR parsing table construction in bottom of parsing, no need to construct for the follow function. Sorry, no need to do for the left regression grammar. So in left regression grammar, you have to do only based on the top-down parsing table. So based on the top-down parsing table, you have to do for the left regression. After that, we have to do for the first function, follow function for the given grammar. But here, no need to do for the left regression for the given SLR parsing table construction. Because you have directly, you have to, based on the given grammar, you have to directly calculate the follow function based on the first rule and follow rules. It's clear? That is the main thing. So after that, you got to do for the follow function, you got to create the parsing table constructions. Okay. So based on the follow function only, you got to do for the reduce function. So in bottom up parsing, we are having four function. One thing is for operation. One thing is shift, reduce, accept, error. That is correct. Shift, reduce, accept, error. So here you got to do for the based on the follow function, we got to do for the these four things you got to do. So reduce function mean the different grammar can be entered mean you got to do for the reduce function. So in that reduce function, we got to do for the based on the follow rules. First and follow rule, you got to consider for the given tables. After that, this is the normal construction. So you got to construct the LR parsing LR of 0 item or construct the SLR parsing table for the given grammar mean up to till now you have to solve the problem. After that, we are giving any input string. Based on the input string, you got to check the grammar mean you got to go for the next step for the input string grammars. Okay. Based on the input string, you got to do that. So that is also we solved. So once again, we got to go through the input string. After that, we got to go for the CLR parsing table construction. So what is CLR parsing table construction? CLR mean it is a canonical look-ahead symbol. So here, what is look-ahead mean? In SLR parsing table, we are doing for the follow function. Here, in CLR parsing table, no need to do for the follow function. No need to do for the left regression based on the follow function. You have to directly calculate the given function. That is look ahead. So no need to calculate for the follow function. Directly based on the given grammar, you have to calculate for the look ahead symbol. So that is called CLR parsing. So a CLR parsing it's a canonical collection of LR of 1 items. LR of 1 item. So in LR of 1 item mean it will be considered for two things. One thing is LR of 0 plus lookup symbol. LR of 0 mean based on the same SLR parsing table construction you have to do for the given grammar, along with you have to calculate for the lookup symbol. Lookup symbol. So no need to calculate for the follow function. Directly you have to calculate for the lookup symbol based on the given productions closure function. Okay. So that is the thing. So in CLR1 parsing table, it produces the more number of states as compared to the SLR parsing table. So more number of states produced to the compared to the SLR parsing table. Second thing, CLR parsing is the more powerful parsing of the given grammar. So in CLR parsing, we reduce the node only in the lookup symbol. So you are calculating the reduce function based on the lookup symbol. Okay. So lookup is nothing but you have to calculate the follow function, but here no need to calculate for the follow function. It will be directly calculated based on the given grammar for the lookup symbol. So LR of 1 is it is equal to the two function. One is LR of 0 item plus lookup function. So same SLR parsing table you have to do that along with the lookup symbol. Okay. What are the steps to be solved for the in CLR parsing? For the given input string, you got to write for the context-free grammar. After that, you got to check the ambiguity of the grammar. Then add the argument of production to the given grammar. Then canonical selection of the LR of 1, 0 items. Same thing you got to did for the LR of 1 along with the lookup symbol. Then you got to do for the data flow diagram. Then construct the CLR parsing table. Okay. This is for the various steps involved in the CLR parsing table construction. Here you can check. The LR of 1 item is a collection of LR of 0 item and a lookup symbol. Okay. So this is the two things. One is LR of 0 item along with lookup symbol. Lookup symbol can be associated with the given item. You can do for the LR of 1 item. So the lookup symbol, it can be always add the dollar symbol into the argument production. That is lookup symbol. Okay. So in the lookup, it will be determined the where we place the final item into the given grammar. Second thing, you have to add the dollar symbol into the augmented production. So the in LR of 1, in lexical analyzer, we are doing for the lex compiler, lex tool. Here you can do for the Python, P-A-S-O-N. Python. Okay. So this is the canonical LR of 1 item. So this is the alpha dot beta A. So you have to check for the basic given production. You have to check. So this is the first thing. So here you have to check alpha A tends to alpha dot B beta A. So this is for the you have to calculate the lookup symbol for the closure operation. So after dot you are having for non-terminal mean you have to add the non-terminal production into the given grammar. It's correct. Same thing we did for the SLR parsing table. You have to do for same procedure, but here you have to calculate for the lookup function based on the given production. A tends to alpha dot capital B beta comma A. So here first of beta A. So first of beta A mean you have to check A. Same you got to write for the given grammar. The given grammar you got to check for the first of beta A. So the first of beta A only you have to calculate the lookup function into the grammar. Okay. So this is for the closure function. This is for the goto function. This is for the previously informed. So we have to add the dollar symbol into the lookup grammar. Here check the lookup always add dollar symbol for the argument production. So here same thing. So the dollar symbol can be added to the closure function into the given grammar. Okay. So this is for the closure function and goto function for the given CLR parsing table. So this is for the given grammar, rules for the given algorithm for the CLR parsing table construction. So this is for the one example. Same example, same similar type we have to do for the in previous class. S tends to capital C, C tends to small c capital D, capital C, then S tends to C tends to small d. Same grammar. Here I can change only the alphabet character only I did change. Remaining thing it will be common. Okay, you can check once. You can go through the same video. You can just watch, listen the video. Then only you can got. I think last we did for some closure function will be did. Remaining thing we didn't do for the what are the For example, closure function of will be calculated remaining of the next state of lookup gate. How to calculate the lookup gate symbol? We did not complete. Now we can go for the video. Just watch the video, then you can got some idea. So based on the idea, you got to complete the given problems. Okay. We discuss about for SLR parsing table. That is LR of 0 item. So first given the grammar, based on the grammar, you have CLR parsing table. CLR parsing table or LR of 1 items. So for the examination, for the given questions, construct the CLR parsing table or LR of 1 item for the given grammar mean you have to do for the all the steps. Okay. So first thing you have to do for the same thing, augmented grammar. Second thing, you have to check for the closure function and the go to function. Third thing, you have to check for the transition flow diagram. Then fourth thing, you got to do for the parsing table construction. Here, no need to check for the follow function. It's not required because you are doing for the CLR parsing table. You are doing for two things. One thing is LR of 1 for doing checking. Second thing, you got to check for the look ahead functions. Okay. You are checking for the look ahead function. So based on the given grammar, you go to checking for the parsing table construction. After that, you have to do for the look ahead symbol construction. So what is look ahead symbol? How to do for the look ahead symbol? So this is for the CLR parsing table algorithms. So for the grammar G, initially add S dash tends to dot S in the set of item C. So previously I told this is for the augmented grammar. So based on the item, you have to check for the augmented grammar constructions. Second thing, for each set of item, I in I of I in C. So here I is the set of item, the small I will be indicate for the states. It's okay. And for each grammar symbol X, maybe terminal or and non-terminal, then add closure of I of I, comma X. So you got to, it is a terminal mean, you got to add directly, non-terminal mean, you got to check for the, you got to add the particular production for the given non-terminals. Okay. And I. Then go to I of I is not empty and not in C, then the set of item to construct the table until no more set of item can be added to C. So everything can be similar for the same LR of 0 items construction, that is for SLR parsing table, but you have to check for the, in SLR parsing table you have to check for the follow function for the given grammar. It's correct. But here in CLR parsing table, no need to check for the follow function, you have to check for the look ahead symbol for the given closure functions. Okay. So based on the closure function, based on the doing for the closure function and the go to function, you have to check for the look ahead symbol. So how to check for the look ahead symbol? So here you can check the closure function can be evaluated as for the each item A tends to alpha dot X beta comma A, and the rule X tends to gamma and B belongs to first of beta A such that X tends to dot Y and B is not in I. Then add X tends to dot Y dot gamma comma B to I. Okay. So this is for the you got to check for the look ahead function. So how to check for the look ahead function? Based on the third rule only you got to check for the look ahead function. How to check? You got to check here I told. So A tends to alpha dot X beta gamma A. Okay, here the first of beta gamma A. You got to check. So we will check for the based on these rules only you have to check. The next thing, similarly the go to function evaluated as A tends to alpha dot X beta comma A is in I and rule A tends to alpha X dot beta. Same thing you have to do for the in SLR parsing table construction, but based on the CLR parsing table you have to check with the along with the look ahead symbol you have to add the symbol in the function. Okay, So this is for the given problem. This is for the given problem. Okay. So the problem is, this is for the procedure you got to do for the given problem. Okay. What is the problems? So here I am giving the problem is, construct the SLR, construct the LR of 1 to the set of items for the A tends to alpha dot x beta comma A is in I, and to A tends to alpha x dot beta. Same thing you have to do for the in SLR parsing table construction, but based on the CLR parsing table, you got to check with the, along with the lookup symbol, you got to add the symbol in the function. Okay, this is for the given problem. This is for the given problem. So the problem is, this is for the procedure you got to do for the given problem. Okay, what is the problems? So here I am giving the problem is, construct the SLR, construct the LR of 1 to the set of items for the given grammar. Okay,
No, ma'am.
okay, this is the problems. So how to do for the given problem? How to do for the given problem? So what is the first thing you have to check for the augmented grammar? How to check for the augmented grammar? What is a grammar? The starting of the grammar is yes does. So you got to create for your new grammar yes does tends to yes. It's correct. Second thing you got to create for the individual, you got to write for the individual production. S tends to CC. Second grammar, C tends to small c capital C. Third grammar, C tends to D. Okay. So augmented grammar, you got to create the starting of the production. S tends to, that is S dash tends to yes. Okay, this is for the augmented grammar. Then after that you have to, based on the given grammar, you got to write for the numbering values. Okay. So what is here? How to check for the look ahead function for the given grammar? So here you can check S dash tends to yes. S dash tends to yes. So this is the augmented grammar. So based on the given grammar, you got to check for the item will be creating the new set of production. The production will be, you got to, the starting of the grammar, the same grammar will be ended mean, you got to add for the look ahead function is always it will be indicate for comma dollar. So the starting of the production, we are creating the augmented production, both are in same grammar only. So it will be, is the starting of the symbol will be indicate for the dollar symbol for the input return marker. You have to check it. You got to add it. The second thing. Okay. The how to do for the next function for glosser function and go to function. Okay. You have to check here. Okay. What is the problem here? S tends to capital C, C tends to small c, capital C, C tends to D. Correct? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Next time we are correcting for closure function and the go to function of canonical collection of LR of 1 items. Okay, that is you are doing for the closure function and go to function constructions. Okay, how to do? So first I am creating the set of states. What is the set of states? I0. What is the states here? I am creating for augmented grammar. S dash tends to dot S. Comma. Here the comma will be indicate for dollar symbol. Okay. Here the comma will be indicate for dollar symbol. Comma will be indicate for the look ahead symbol. So what is here? Dot S. The dot immediate right side is non-terminal mean you have to write for the S production. Immediate right side is non-terminal mean you got to write the non-terminal production. So here the immediate right side non-terminal is capital S. So what is the S production here? Only for capital C, capital C. So here dot capital C, comma, you got to write for look ahead symbol. How to write? We will see later. Next thing here check dot C. So in dot immediate right side capital C. So capital C is non-terminal. You got to write for the capital C of productions. So we are having two production for capital C. One is dot small c capital C, another one is small d dot D. comma. Okay. So how to check for the look ahead symbol? How to check for the look ahead symbol? Here you have to check for the look ahead symbol previously informed. A tends to alpha dot x beta gamma A. A tends to alpha dot x beta gamma A. So here the rule. The closure function can be evaluated as for each item A tends to alpha dot x capital X beta gamma A, and the rule x tends to dot gamma. So dot x will dot immediate right side is non-terminal. So you got to write for the x production, that is x tends to dot gamma, correct? And the B belongs to first beta A. So based on the production you got to create for the look ahead symbol. So how to check? Here you can check. Here you can check dot SP we are having for the same productions. Okay. So here same production will be created, mean automatically the S production will be ended for the same yes. So you got to write for dollar symbol for the initial steps. Only initial steps. Okay. Here what is the look ahead symbol for the S production? You got to check. So this production will be comes from the dot S only. How to write for S tends to dot CC? In dot immediate right side is capital S production. So you got to write for the immediate right side is non-terminal. The non-terminal is the capital S. So based on the capital S, you got to write for the capital S of, that is non-terminal S of production you got to return. So this production will be comes from the this grammar only. So you have to check according to this grammar. You have to check what is the look ahead symbol for this function. So what is the look ahead symbol? How to check? Here you can check according to the grammar. You can check for augmented grammar. So augmented grammar you have to write for the look ahead symbol, comma. So this meaning for look ahead symbol. Okay, look ahead value. So here this production will be the S tends to dot capital C capital C. This production will be comes from the based on the these grammars only. It's correct. So based on the dot immediate right side is non-terminal. Non-terminal is the capital S. So capital S the production is CC. So this grammar will be comes from the based on this productions only. So you have to check for the previous grammar. You have to check for the these look ahead symbol for these productions. So how to check? So I told previously. So here A tends to alpha dot x beta and rule x tends to dot gamma. So here dot x. So dot x means you have to add for x tends to gamma. So you have to add for this production. After that, we first A tends to B belongs to first of beta A. Okay, that is A tends to alpha dot capital X beta gamma A. So here check S dash tends to dot S comma dollar. So here A tends to alpha dot X beta comma A. So S dash here A, the alpha here the value is empty, dot capital S capital X capital X. Here beta can be empty here empty. Here the dollar is will be indicate for A. So what is first of beta A here? First of beta, the beta here, the beta value for this production is empty. So here empty. What is A here? A here dollar. So empty dollar means automatically the value will be indicate for dollar symbol. Okay, it's correct. Okay. Second, this next production you got to check how to write for this look ahead symbol. So this production will be comes from the based on the X only. So capital is being equal dot capital C in dot immediate right side is capital C. So you got to write for the C production. So based on this grammar only you got to write for the these two productions. So you got to check for the look ahead symbol for these two production. You got to check for the these grammars. So here S tends to dot capital T capital C dollar. Here check A alpha here empty, capital X is B beta comma A. So what is first of beta A here? Beta is here capital C, small a is dollar. So what is first of C here? How to write? First of C dollar. First of C, first of beta A is first of C dollar. So what is first of C? First C capital is here capital C. Capital C means first of capital C is, what is first of capital C? You write for the first production. One for C, one for D. So the answer is either C or D. C or D, you got to write. Okay. So you got to check for the previous production. Not previous production, based on the non-terminal, you got to check for the productions. So dot C, you got to write for C production here. So you got to check for lookup gate symbol based on the here value. So first of A tends to alpha dot X beta comma A. Here beta is capital C, A is dollar. So first of C dollar. What is first of C? Only the variable only for terminals only. So first of C is one for C, another one for D. D, C, D. You have to write. Okay. Similar to that, you got to complete for the given problems. So here check. I completed the given problem. You got to check here. So here, this is for I naught. I naught. Okay. So after that I naught, they got to go for the I1. I1. So I1 dot S can be ended with S dot dollar. Okay. Then check for the second grammar, S dash into dot CC. So here dot CC, the dot can be C, can move to the C dot C. C dot C comma dollar. So dot C means you got to write for the C productions. Dot CC dot D. So dot CC dot D, you got to write for the lookup gate symbol alpha dot beta A. So here A empty dollar dollar symbol. Okay. So here I2. Next I3, C tends to dot small c capital C. So the dot C can move to the C dot C comma C bar D. So dot C means you got to write for the C production, you got to enter. So what is the lookup gate symbol here? Check alpha dot capital X beta. Here beta is empty. Empty comma C bar D means automatically both are in C by D. It's correct. Next go for I naught. Next production. C tends to dot D. So dot D means you got to check for C tends to D dot. Same production will be entered in D productions. Okay. Then check for next I naught completed. Then go for I1. I1 is the grammar will be entered. Then you can stop the production. Then go for I2. C dot C. C. So dot C means you got to write for C production. Dot C, C dot D. So dot C alpha dot X B beta comma X beta. So beta is empty. Empty dollar means you got to write for dollar symbol. Okay. Then dot C. Then go for I3. I3. Then I4. I4 entered. Then go for I5. The dot C can move to C dot. Here capital C. Okay. Then here check dot C. So dot C can move to C dot C dollar. C dot C dollar. Then you can write for capital C productions. Okay. Then I5. I6. I6 dot C can be entered to I9. Here for capital C. Okay. Capital C. Then dot C. Dot C can move next to C dot D. Same C productions. Dot D entered with D dot S. Here for D. I6, I7 entered. Then go for I8, the production is entered. I9. So each and every production is entered with the along with the given rules. Okay. So after that, this is for the transition flow. This is for the, what is this? LR of 1 items. So after that LR of item based on the given, everything is same as for SLR parsing table, but you got to only write for the lookup gate symbol for the each and every grammars. So after that you got to write for the given parsing table constructions. Okay, here check. So based on the LR of 1 item, you got to draw the tables. So here I naught, the dot S can move to S dot. So here I naught to S I1. Okay. Then I naught to capital C I3. Here check. Then I naught to I2. I naught to I2. I naught to I4. I naught to I4 D. Okay. So similar that based on the construction we have to do for the given grammar. So I naught to I2 capital C. Here check. So based on the LR of 0 items, LR of 1 item, we got to do for the transition diagram, given diagrams. Okay. So this is for the same as everything do for the SLR parsing table constructions only. So after completing this diagram, this transition flow diagram, LR of 1 item, we got to do for the transition flow diagram. DFT diagram. Okay. So after that, we have to go for the action table. Action table. So this is for the, what is this? This is parsing table constructions. This is parsing table constructions. Okay. Here state we are having for 0 to 9 states. 0 to 9 state. State action. Action is for terminal. CD dollar. Go to here for non-terminals. Okay.